Good morning, students. Today, I, Neha, your teacher of English, is going to discuss with you our second chapter, The Sound of Music from Beehive Book. Dear student, this chapter is divided into two parts. First, in this lecture, we will talk about part 1. The Sound of Music, part 1. Evelyn Glennie listened to sound without hearing it. So, dear student, as you see, the title is itself very interesting. Evelyn Glennie listened to sound without hearing it. This is our first part of this chapter. And you are wondered that how it is possible for her to listen music without hearing it. You can get your answer from this story. Although God may have taken her hearing, but He has given her back something extraordinary. What we hear, she feels far more deeply than any of us. That is why she expresses music so beautifully. So students, although God has taken her hearing power, means she was impaired, not able to listen. But in place of this, God has given her back something extraordinary that other person would not have. What we hear, she can feel and more better and deeply than any of us. That is why she expresses music so well, so beautifully. So, let's read the following account of Evelyn Glennie, who fought against a physical disability and made her life a success story. This is a motivational story that how she overcome her disability and achieved success due to her willpower and self-determination. So let's start reading the chapter. Stanza 1. Rush hour crowds jostle for position on the underground train platform. A slight girl, looking younger than her 17 years, was nervous yet excited as she felt the vibration of the approaching train. It was her first day at the prestigious Royal Academy of Music in London, and daunting enough for any teenager fresh from a Scottish farm. But this aspiring musician faced a bigger challenge than most. She was profoundly deaf. First, look at the word meaning. Jostle means push roughly. Slight means small and thin. Daunting means frightening, scary. Teenager means a person who is in his teens. Aspiring musician means a person who wants to be a musician. Profoundly deaf means absolutely deaf. So, it was the scene of underground train platform where people in crowd are pushing each other. There was a small and thin girl who was 17 years old but looking younger than her age, was nervous as well as excited because she felt the vibration of the coming train. She belongs to Scotland and now she was going to London to learn music. It was her first day at famous Academy of London. And what is the name of the academy? Royal Academy of Music. She was frightening because she was fresher and came from a Scottish countryside farm. So that's why she was nervous. But other than that, she also faced a bigger challenge in her life than this. And what was that? She was completely deaf. Now look at the second stanza. Evelyn Glennie's loss of hearing had been gradual. Her mother remembers noticing something was wrong when the 8-year-old Evelyn was waiting to play the piano. They called her name and she did not move. For quite a while, Evelyn managed to conceal her growing deafness from friends and teacher. For By the time she was 11, her marks had deteriorated and her headmistress urged her parents to take her to a specialist. It was then discovered that her hearing was severely impaired as a result of gradual nerve damage. They were advised that she should be fitted with hearing aids and sent a school for the deaf. Everything suddenly looked black, says Evelyn. Now, Evelyn Glennie's loss of hearing had been gradual. Evelyn Glennie loss of hearing is not by birth. It had been gradual, means slowly in phases she lose her hearing power. Now in this stanza, her mother Isabel Glennie recounted a memory that first time when she noticed about this. At that time Evelyn was 8 years old. At that time Evelyn was waiting for her turn to play the piano, and when her name was called, she did not respond. Then her mother realized that something was wrong with her. But for some time she managed to hide her deafness from her friends and teachers. But as the time passed, when she was 11 years old, her hearing power became worsened, and her headmistress urged her parents. Her headmistress called her parents and requested them to take her to a doctor, to a specialist. It was then discovered that her hearing was severely impaired as a result of gradual nerve damage. Then that it was found by the doctor that her hearing power was lost by the damage of a nerve. They were advised that she should be fitted with hearing aids and sent to a school for the deaf, sent to a school that was made for the deaf. Then everything suddenly looked black for Evelyn. She says that everything seems to be colorless for her at that time. So, students, read these paragraphs carefully again. We will continue this chapter in our next lecture. Thank you.